When I did my video on homes in the Coeur d'Alene area for under $400,000, I came across this neighborhood, Brookshire. It is the one that's in Rathdrum, like south of Lancaster and Meyer Road. And I am just stopping by this morning to take a look at it because I want to see what they're offering, how close the homes are together, what they look like, all that good stuff. So stick around and see what I find out. And if you're gonna go stop by the model home, you better call me first because I want to come with you. So far, I have not found any brand new homes. I'm looking for those empty lots. I have actually shown a home in here before and it was really nice, but it was a couple of years old. So let me find that part of the neighborhood that is the brand new stuff. Okay, I did find the new homes. I'm not sure how many phases they have in this neighborhood, but I just went through homes that are like established, like they've been there for a while. And now on Railway Avenue and Downs Way, this is the newer area. All right, there's a lot of construction back here, and I feel like my video is mostly of all of the trucks in construction vehicles and trailers on the street. So at least I think this gives you an idea of what to expect. This neighborhood is on the prairie, so it's flat. We bought our first home out here on the prairie, and what I loved about it was the sunsets. That was like my favorite thing. Our house over there is south facing, and we just had like so much great light in the afternoons and evenings. And I miss that because now we have a house that the backyard faces in the wrong direction, and we don't get good sunsets, which I love our house. I love our property, but I missed that. I didn't know that it was something that I would like until it was gone. All right, you can kind of see what's behind me here as I'm driving. They have quite a bit to still build out over here. So if you're interested in new construction in like under the 400s, a lot of those listings that I saw under the 400s were for one level. So I'm kind of interested to find out what the pricing is like for the 2-level homes, because you know it's going to cost more the bigger they are. If you don't know this, 1-level homes are always more per square foot because it is the same amount of roof and foundation and then like way less square footage. So an 1,100 square foot home, 1 level, might have the same or bigger foundation than a 2-level home, and then obviously like half the square footage. I just had a client asking about that who has a house to sell, and he's like, how come we're trying to downsize from a 2-level to a 1-level and like the square foot price for these 1 levels is so much higher? And we just went through those numbers because their home was like 900 square feet on the first floor, 1,300 upstairs, and they're looking at like a 12 or 1,300 square foot 1 level. And I mean, obviously your price per square foot is just a lot higher on those 1-level homes. There's also just not as many of them, and so that creates more demand, and where there's demand you can up the price. Okay, well, I hope this was helpful. I will provide more information. I'm going to call the sales agent and do a little bit of digging. Thanks for watching. So after talking to the builder's rep, I do have some additional information. Really quick, I want to remind you that you can absolutely have a buyer's agent represent you in the purchase of a new construction home. You do not need to just use the builder's rep. If you are going to pop by a model home, just call me first to talk about this. I can call ahead to make sure you do not accidentally get registered to a builder and unknowingly give up your right to having an agent represent you in a transaction. Okay, speech over. So we are a tad bit late to the party here at Brookshire. They only have a few dozen homes left to build. This builder will do pre-sales, meaning of the lots that are left, you can pick your lot and the floor plan and they will build that house for you. However, you need to act fast because there's only limited options left at this time, only a couple dozen lots. So once a foundation is in, At that point, you can only make non-structural selections. If you go under contract before a foundation is poured, you pick everything. Quick note, one thing I really love about buying new construction homes, when it's just a dirt lot, you are locking in a price at the time of the contract, and then you just get to watch that property appreciate while it's being built. So you kind of get an extra 10 months of, well, depending on how long it takes to build, you get an extra like 8 to 10 months of equity because you're locking the price first and then it gets built. So by the time it's done, buyers usually have equity. Unless you went super crazy on upgrades, then it's going to take longer. So when you see the list price of these homes in the 300s, it is a little bit of a bait and switch. The average buyer in this neighborhood is upgrading about $20,000, meaning they are picking the finishes to go into the home, and they are increasing their sales price by $20,000. Do you need to do that? No, you don't have to do that. However, there are certain things that it's going to be a lot easier to upgrade at the time of the build versus once the home is already built. I can talk you through that decision-making process. In the beginning of my real estate career, I sold new construction for a really long time, like hundreds of houses, so I'm familiar with this. And here are a few things that the base model does not include. The first one blew my mind. Coming from Washington, I find this to be surprising. This builder does not include gutters on the house, so you're gonna have to upgrade for that. They also do not include blinds or air conditioning, but those are very normal items to not be included in a base model. The builder does include front yard landscaping, and in the backyard they do a rough grade. The HOA fee is $365 a year, not too bad. If you have any additional specific questions, just reach out to me. I'm happy to help as always.